Hello ladies and gents, we are back. That's right, so thank you guys for sending through all your answers. I'm going to start the stool back over because we're doing the answers, so I can sit at my desk for this one. So I got a nice stool this time. I'm not using my little bouncy ball that I usually use. Also because it makes me a little bit lower. This chair's a bit higher, which is cool. But yes, so I've seen, in regards to the bonus points in time and getting it through, is for both New Music Inferno and Robert over on Facebook and the Twitch stream. So bonus point added to your teams. Now speaking of teams, I have the team names here and I'm going to read them out now. So the teams we have tonight feel free to give yourself a round of applause or cheer or whatever you want to do when I read them out. I'll just believe that you're doing it anyways, because, you know, do it anyway. Get the energy up, guys. We have the Finer Things Club. Welcome, the Finer Things Club. I like that. Good name. Then we have Smarty Arty Party Pants. Smarty Arty Party Pants. Yes, I love alliteration and fun and cool weird names. Welcome to you guys too, that's great. Then we have Escapees from the Louviere. Escapees from the Louviere, welcome, and I believe that's one of the teams who got the bonus point for the break question. Well done. Then we have iMater, welcome back, another regular team. We have Team Monet. Good to see you here, getting in just as the question repeats popped up, so nice one here. Then we have Team Pigeon and Penguin, another regular team as well, welcome them. And Artsy Fartsy, of course, keeping it in theme to the actual trivia itself. I like it when people do that, that's always great. You mean the love or Louviere? Love? Escape from the love, Louviere? I'm pretty sure it's Louviere, the way it's written. L-O-U-V-R-E. That sounds like Louviere. It sounds fancy. It sounds nice. That's what I'm going with. But yeah, Smarty Arty Pants also gets the extra point for the bonus question, so I'm writing that down next to your name so I know when I'm adding up these scores towards the end that will be inclusive. So, without further ado, ladies and gents, let's go through the answers to round 1. Now, where did I have it? It's in your Google Doc. There it is. Fantastic. I mean, I probably know them if I bring it up on screen anyway. Here we go. 2-word popular racing game on the Nintendo gaming consoles. It is a wordplay round. It has to include the word art somewhere in there. And this one does because it's Mario Kart. Mario Kart. That's right. Mario Kart. Amazing game. Amazing game. Many versions on different Nintendo consoles. So that is awesome. Mario Kart is the answer to number 1. The Louviere. Or the Lovray, if you want to pronounce it literally how it's spelled, but that's not how it's actually said. That's not how it's said, I know that. Number 2, made with gin and vermouth. Gin and vermouth. Sorry, I almost missed it again. Made with gin and vermouth and garnished with an olive or a lemon twist. We're looking at a martini. Martini for number 2. Martini. Number 3, the opposite of arrival would be departure. Or departure, departing. Any sort of form of depart is correct. I did put departure. I was thinking arrivals and departures for, like, you know, at the airports. That's what gave me this idea. So there we go. Departures for number 3. Number 4, having 2 or more sections connected by a flexible joint, expressed or put into words. That's right, 2 meanings here. The word I'm looking for here is articulated. Articulated. Having 2 or more sections connected by a flexible joint. Now, if I just had that, I don't know how many people would have got articulated. Articulated is actually what that is as well. So I thought expressed, put into words, because you articulate what you want to say. So hence why I added that second one, just in case it was a little bit trickier for people for number 4. Number 5 now. We have a player positioned behind the center who directs a team's offensive play. Well, that would be the quarterback. The quarterback. Get it? How fun is this round? I've just got to include words that have the word art in it. I may just, like, I don't know, continue moving forward with some of these wordplay games. I kind of like these wordplay games. It's almost like multiple choice, but also it's not, because it's a lot more, like, way more options. But it's kind of cool, because you have to think of the actual words with, you know, the word art in it. So we'll see. I might do something like this, again, moving forward with the next trivia nights and stuff. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, what weapons did Robin Hood and Little John duel with on their first meeting? Well, that would be a quarterstaff. Quarterstaffs. Quarterstaff, that's right. Big long sticks. Quarterstaffs is what they battled with. Rock Ultra says, I'm kicking myself out as I did not listen to the round properly. Rock Ultra, my dear friend, my apologies that you did not understand. I apologize that didn't come through. But, again, I did explain it. There's video evidence of me explaining it many times. So, I'm sorry that it didn't come through to you, mate. But that's okay, there's still 3 rounds left. You can smash out those rounds. And, of course, the last round's big points round, so you'll be fine there. But, yes, quarterstaff for number 6. Also, did anyone get my reference earlier when I asked this question? About I challenge you to a duel, and then it's, are you a coward? And then would a coward do this? Bye. That's The Simpsons. When Homer challenges Snake to a duel. And he slaps him and then he calls him a coward. And then Snake goes, would a coward do this? And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out his hand and he goes, bye. And then he runs off. I lost it. The first time I saw that scene, I was in hysterics. And I thought that was one of my favorite scenes. Just how dumb and stupid it was. And amazing. So, there you go. It was a Simpsons reference is what I was doing. So, fun fact there for number 6. Number 7, the 1990 film featuring Arnold Schwarzenegger as what kind of cop? Well, that would be a kindergarten cop. That's right, also the title of the movie. So, kindergarten cop is what we were looking for number 7. Number 8, a form of reproduction in which an unfertilized egg develops into a new individual occurring commonly among insects and certain other arthropods. Well, this is parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis. That's right, I had to look down just because it's a really long word with the word art in it. Parthenogenesis is what the word and term I was looking for there. Did anyone actually get that? Parthenogenesis. I mean, I can check your answers to double check, but yeah, parthenogenesis was number 8. A little bit of a tricky one, curveball, I still in there. And then I brought it back down to a 2. An often audible discharge of intestinal gas. Well, that would be a fart. Fart is the answer to number 9. And I was able to include fart in an answer. And yes, Karen Graham did mention earlier that there was a suggestion for an entire trivia theme night to be around farts. So I've included a fart in an actual answer for a question. I've taken a little bit of that suggestion. I don't know how I can do with coming up with an entire theme night of doing it just based on farts. I mean, we thought of famous people farting, different fart noises, different names for farts. So maybe I can, but I haven't looked into it just yet, alright? So at the moment, you're just getting a question, which is what we did for number 9. And then number 10, scientists believe what is 4.5 billion years old? Well, that would be Earth. Earth. 4.5 billion years old. Earth is what scientists believe. There we go. And you do not need to feel so dumb at all, because this is what it is. Apart from trivia, like asking you questions whether you know it or not, afterwards you get the answers. So you learn. So don't need to feel like, you know, that you weren't able to get stuff. It's totally cool, because now you know what the answers are. So when randomly people ask you questions down the line, and you're going to be like, oh my god, I learnt this. because of this really cool dude named Jeremy, aka the People's Dwarf, who's a mad trivia host, taught me this while I was doing trivia at, Rock Ultra's case, 3 AM, 4 AM in the morning, over in the UK. Or anyone else's case, maybe in the morning, or the afternoon, or the evening, depending on what time it is, wherever you all are in the world. Now, my mic didn't turn off, which is great, that's a good sign. Alright, so let's move into number 2, guys. Hopefully you guys did well. Remember, your self-scoring. I do have your answers sent to me, which is great. I'm going to be the double checker at the absolute end of all of this. But you do have to be keeping track of your answers as well, and your self-scoring. So well done to you for that round, and see how you did. What happens if you put world as it's the same thing as Earth? Rock Ultra, I'm sorry, because it literally was wordplay in regards to the word art, and world doesn't have the word art in it. So, unfortunately, mate, I know what you meant, but it had to have the word art in it, which Earth does. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say no. No half point, my good friend. I'm sorry you did misinterpret the round theme of it. But it was explained a few times, so unfortunately I can't do much else about that. But do not fret, there are still 3 rounds left where you can come home and smash it, mate. So all is still good. All is still good. Now round 2 is about art, and more art. That's right, all things relating to pretty much art. For this multiple choice round. So this round's going to be a little bit easier. The answer will be somewhere on the screen for you. So even if you don't know what it is, you've got a 1 in 4 chance of guessing it correctly. So, for example, let's have a look at question number 1. Number 1 is this. What is Pablo Picasso's daughter's name? Is it Peter, Patricia, Paloma, or Pristine? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a P. There you go. Can't say I'm not a generous host. Give you some easy questions. I'll give you hints. Are they obvious hints? Sometimes, yes. I know, Rock Ultra. I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. I know you would have done quite well had you understood the theme of the round. So, do not fret. Do not fret. You have learned. Like I said, everyone learns. We now pay attention. We know that the round theme is usually up here, or the trivia theme, and the round theme is either up here or under the round title, so that way you know what the actual theme is about. And then of course I obviously reiterate that throughout the round too. But this one's art, and more art. Multiple choice. What is Pablo Picasso's daughter's name? Peter, Patricia, Paloma, or Pristine? That's what we're looking for number 1. Question number 2 now. Which artist created the famous painting The Starry Night? Was it Van Gogh, Da Vinci, Rembrandt, or Georgia O'Keeffe? And I need to stock up on my sucker. You know what? I'll have to do it in the break. That's okay. I can drink water in the meantime. Rock Ultra asks, can I give a clue, please? Can you give a clue in regards to what? Oh, he says Gavin and Stacy for people that know what it is. Okay, well look at that. We're allowing clues in regards to the comments, guys. Because Rock Ultra is a nice person and I'm a nice person, so we can give a clue. So I don't know if that's question 1 or question 2. I'm going to say number 1. Question 2 didn't seem to be up very long when that comment came in. That could be incorrect. But Gavin and Stacy for people that know what that is. There you go. A little bit of an obscene clue. My fellow trivia participant. But for now, which artist created the famous painting The Starry Night? Van Gogh, Da Vinci, Rembrandt, or Georgia O'Keeffe? 2 there. Rock Ultra says that was for number 1. So Gavin and Stacy for number 1. Number 3. Why did Georgia O'Keeffe say flowers were better than models? Was it because they smelled nicer? Was it because they didn't move? Was it because there were no set hours? Or was it because they are lighter? There you go. Why did Georgia O'Keeffe say flowers were better than models? They smelled nicer, they didn't move, no set hours, or they are lighter. This was fun coming up with multiple choice answers for. But you don't know which ones I came up with, because you don't know necessarily what the correct answer is. So you don't know which one were the ones I came up with. Which is what's fun about these. Although sometimes it's a blatantly obvious one. but this one's a little bit trickier, I think. Unless you're a big art fan and you're like, wow, I know exactly which ones you came up with, Jeremy. Alright, number 3 there. Let's move on to number 4. English artist Andy Brown created a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II using what? Was it tea bags, bubblegum, fish bones, or socks? What? That's right. There was a portrait made of Queen Elizabeth II using one of these items. A guessing game here, says Rock Ultra. Well, I agree. If I was playing, this would totally be a guessing game as well. Hence why I enjoy hosting, because I don't need to guess. Oh! Apparently the Facebook chat has not been popping up. Oh, looks like the stream on the Facebook game. Let me check. No, it says everything's working on this end. I've got to reload up the Facebook thing. For some reason it seemed to stop itself, and the comments weren't updating. So guys, I apologize for those on the Facebook feed. If you were commenting, I guess maybe throughout this round. Oh, okay, hang on. Let me see. It does have some of the comments still there, but they're all timed and labeled in non-chronological order, which is great. Ah, I see Brianna did actually put the comment in as well for the bonus question. My apologies. My apologies, Brianna. I did see that now as I move over to the Facebook chat. Ooh, well, does that mean Restream is missing some of the chat comments? That is not what we want to hear, guys. Restream was up to a good start. We can't have that. We cannot have that. But yes, Brianna, I will put that extra bonus point on for you, because I now see in the Facebook comment section that you did put an answer for the bonus question in the break, which is awesome. I appreciate that. And same with Karen Graham as well. So Karen Graham and Brianna, I will add a bonus point to both of you. I apologize. I will do that. And Karen Graham said for number 6 for round 1. Hang on a second, let me bring up the answers real quick. Apologies for the quick break. Karen Graham said darts for question number 6. In regards to the weapons that Robin and Little John duel with, they are definitely not darts. They are quarterstaffs. They are sticks. They have a battle on like a bridge. That's when they first meet, and that's when they have a duel. So it is not darts, Karen Graham, so unfortunately you don't get that point. But you do get the bonus point for the trivia thing in there, for the break question. I apologize. I love how I've loaded the Facebook comments up and they're all in random order. They're not in chronological order whatsoever. Maybe if I sort them by newest, that could help? I don't know. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay, maybe that will help. I guess it had it in as apparently most relevant, but I don't know why I did that. Alright, so apologies on the Facebook not being brought over into the actual Restream chat. It's a bit disappointing. I didn't want that to stop happening. That may mean I have to keep Facebook open on a separate window. Let me have a look and see how that ends up turning out to be. And Rock Ultra did mention, I don't know, but probably... Can someone remove my comments? I can't remove comments. Remember well, I don't know if I can or not, but it doesn't really matter. I guess you're over on the Twitch chat. Don't know if I can remove that comment because I'm at the moment, but that's fine. You can stay in the Twitch chat because you don't know whether you're right or wrong yet. So we will find out. But in regards to the chat, let's get the Restream chat. If I refresh it, it will then come up with people's comments in regards to the Facebook stream as well. Alright, so if you guys maybe post something in the chat now, let's see if anything pops up on the screen. Wow, I just went really bright for a moment. Until Facebook fixed itself. What do we have here? Alright, so we remove the settings back down again for the old Facebook chat video. That way it's not crazy quality settings. Alright, it should still be coming through. Yes, Rock Ultra, I wouldn't say what you think it is or not, just in the chat, just in case it is potentially giving away a spoiler or not, but again, joke answers are warranted. That is okay. We are totally okay with joke answers. Now, I think I'm trying to get everything back on track. I'm hoping that the video is still a-okay. If I look at the Facebook one, apparently it's stopped. Maybe there's a different actual video. What's going on? Let's see if I can go over to this one. Because it seems to have stopped in the break screen. But it's not updating to bring it over to the actual current screen where we're streaming now. Even though it says on the restream dashboard that Facebook is online and you guys are viewing this. But I can't seem to get the fact that the video is up to date or not. I'm only getting like 20 minutes ago messages. Let me have a look. Let me refresh Facebook. Maybe I need to bring up the stream. Karen Williams says, I thought it would be funny for Robin Hood to throw darts at Little John. Yes, and Robert, you do need to know the answer for the bonus. I didn't even read it. I just said that that's what actually happened. Alright, let me get the video back up, and hopefully everything is a-okay on the Facebook end. Sorry about this, guys. I don't know why Facebook isn't refreshing in regards to the chat. I'm still only getting the Twitch chat coming in at the moment on the restream page, which is a little bit disappointing. What I might do is try and open up the chat window again from the main page and see if that refreshes it at all. Just bear with me, guys. Apologies for this minor delay. Oh wow, it just went really bright again because it needs to change to its darker colors. Well, and again, and then down. So nice big flashes of white. The restream chat is back up. Hopefully everything's on there. It's saying all three are connected. It's saying the amount of people that are viewing this. So it should be a-okay. It should be. Now, let's see if I can actually open up my video. If I click on my video on the Facebook, let's see if it brings up the chat. And then I can see whether it's going to actually start bringing it over or if I'm having chat issues again. Come on, go to the page with the video, Facebook. That's what I'm asking you to do. Apologies, guys. Hang on, we're almost there. We're almost there. We'll continue. I promise. I promise. I promise. Hang in there. Alright, so I think we're back now. But I'm seeing all these comments now, and I'm seeing why they haven't been brought over. Oh dear, I am so sorry that they haven't been brought over. We had a lot of comments here. Well, a few of them, yes. We had, I was being funny. The answer to the bonus question was exactly what you guys wrote. The answer to the bonus question, well, the ones that actually did try and give an actual answer. So, oh, I can't pull it up now. I guess I just have to pull it open myself on my screen, actually. It's actually in the app. It's in OBS. You know, I didn't even write down the answers to the bonus. That's just silly. Jeremy, why would you not do that? It was great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. So that was the answer to the bonus question in the break. Great things in business are never done by one person. They're done by a team of people. So there we go. That's what we're looking for in regards to the answer to the bonus. Now that I'm back with the Facebook video, let's go in. Because then you would hear Little John farts in regards to the darts. Well, I guess that's what Karen's reasoning behind. So she was going with a funny answer response in regards to the weapons for the duel between Robin Hood and Little John for the previous round. And what else do we have? It's been reloaded. People put answers in. Yes, helping people out. And Mom put, I missed your question 4. It's 2 questions, giving 2 answers, 1 right, 1 wrong. How do I score it, Jim? I will check that in the break, Mother, and I'll see what you mean by that. And alright, and yes, in regards to who got the bonus, it also was given to, so I think it was Brenna, Robert, New Music Inferno, which is John, and Karen got the bonus question Correct. So you guys get a point. I'll add that to your scores. Or you can add it to your scores as well when you submit your next answers and your scores to me at the very end. What else have we got? Alright, I think we're good now. We're good. We're good. We're great. We're back on. We are in. We are ready to continue. Everything's back on track. Although the Facebook chat still isn't being incorporated to the restream, which is a little bit upsetting. So what I'll do is I'll shrink that, and I'm about to get a little bit brighter because Facebook's popping up right up there, nice and bright and white. And then I'll minimize that. Well, not minimize it, but shorten it a little bit. Oops. And I'll move restream over there. I'll move Facebook to this side. I'll extend it so I can see the chat. That's a shame, restream. You were doing really good, and then something happened and you decided to stop. And I don't know why. I don't know why, restream. Why did you do that? Now, is the chat still coming in? I don't know if Twitch is still keeping up to date. Nope, Twitch isn't even doing it either. Dang it! Restream, what happened? Why have you suddenly just stopped incorporating the chat? You still tell me who's viewing it. You still tell me you're connected. But you're not telling me who's actually, like, you're not incorporated the chat. Why? What are you doing? Why would you miss such an important, crucial piece of thing, which is why one of the main reasons I decided to go with you. Oh dear. Alright, well, it was in the break that it dropped out, says Karen. Ah, see, I can see that now. Well, what I can do, maybe I can throw my Twitch video up there with the chat window and the restream chat. I guess you're just gonna not stay there. I guess unfortunate that you're not working. I can try and open you up one more time, but that's really disappointing that you've decided to not work because you were off to a great start. I may have to speak to support at Restream and be like, hey, what's going on? Why is the chat cut out? Although, a friend of mine that did actually recommend this, lovely person by the name of Zoe, she did say she used to have occasional issues with the chat cutting out and stuff as well, in regards to the chat integration. So, I guess this is what she meant. We were off to a great start, everything was working stupendously well, but then it just decided not to. So what I'll do, I'll have it up just in the back, but now I have Twitch and Facebook up. Ah, Mother says, at the end of round 1, the screen disappeared saying the session timed out, then it came back on again. That's interesting. So it's still actually streaming and coming through, but it said it timed out. I appreciate that heads up. That's very strange that it did that. Because it still says you're all tuning in and watching, and how many there are on Twitch and Facebook. And the video is up on here, which is fine, and I get that. I wonder if that's because I did the play and pause option over on the feed, but that really shouldn't matter. Although then again, the streaming one just says I've only been live for 28 minutes. That is definitely a lie. We are an hour into this, so you're right, that would be about when it stopped. Did that just stop again? Because I paused it over on the thing and it started playing. Maybe I need to leave it playing over here. Dang you, Restream. Well, ladies and gents, you are my test subjects, I guess, for this, so I appreciate you hanging in there. Let's move on with the trivia for now. I've got separate chat windows up, so that way I can keep a track of who's commenting. Again, apologies for that mad crazy delay. That was unfortunate, the chat screen stopped, but I guess I will figure out what happened and have a chat to Restream people and see what they suggest. But now, number 5, actor James Franco once sold a sculpture made of what? Cigarette butts, Lego bricks, dryer lint, or air? And New Musical Burner says I look like Zordon. Zordon from, I'm guessing, Power Rangers, right? That's the Zordon reference. That's the only Zordon I know. This is another show with Zordon in it. But, yeah, I wonder why it cuts out. I really hope there isn't some sort of limit. I'm using the free option at first, because I wanted to, apparently I could do this with the free option. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. There's gonna be some experiments, guys. So bear with me. I appreciate your patience. Yeah, number 5, actor James Franco once sold a sculpture made of what? Cigarette butts, Lego bricks, dryer lint, or air? Question number 6 now. Number 6 is this. Who painted the Scream? Was it Wassily Kandinsky, Otto Mueller, Edvard Munch, or Vincent George? Who painted The Scream? Was it Wassily Kandinsky, Otto Mueller, Edvard Munch, or Vincent George? So looking forward here for question number 6. Interesting. Restream, mate. You're off to a good start. I haven't started giving you a positive review, but now, doing the old Japanese breathing in through the teeth option, that's what they do a lot. Usually when they mean you're about to be given a no for an answer. Number 7. What quality is associated with peaches in Chinese art? Is it wealth, illness, fertility, or immortality? What quality is associated with peaches in Chinese art? Wealth, illness, fertility, or immortality? Ironically, if you take each letter, first letter of those words, it spells Wi-Fi. I didn't even mean that, I just looked at it then, and I was like, wow. I just had Wi-Fi hidden in there. What quality is associated with peaches in Chinese art? Alright, the Twitch page for some reason just started bumping the video up, but that's cool. Nothing else has actually changed. Seriously, you're being weird, Twitch. But that's okay. You missing bonus? I just signed up for Restream 2. Well, there you go. I guess, did you say that you got referred to by a friend? I don't know. Was there a referral option? I don't remember, to be honest. Number 8. The marble slab that eventually became Michelangelo's David was originally intended as a statue of what famous character? Was it Medusa, Hercules, Cleopatra, or Solomon? That's right, the marble slab that eventually became Michelangelo's David was originally intended as a statue of what famous character? Medusa, Hercules, Cleopatra, or Solomon? Facebook's up there, Twitch is up there, the dashboard is here. What about the chat? Oh, well, the Twitch chat is now coming through on the Restream chat, but the Facebook one unfortunately isn't, so that seemed to have lost a connection. I wonder if YouTube still does. Oh, that's been weird too. You know what's one way to find out? By posting a chat comment in there. Boom. Let's see what happens. Oh, I believe the YouTube's chat, the stream is messed up too. Interesting. So I guess it did cut out. Maybe that's what happened. Well then. Can't be helped now. Maybe I'll have a look at it during the break. Number 9. Which artist made his name with paintings of soup cans and Coca-Cola bottles? Which artist made his name with paintings of soup cans and Coca-Cola bottles? New Music Inferno, I appreciate the comments and stuff, but I will have to say to please do not spam people asking them to follow you and stuff. That's not what my video streams are about. We're here to have fun with trivia. I don't need to have people spamming and asking for follows, please, alright? If Rock Ultra likes what you stream, then by all means he will follow you, but please do not spam my chat asking for follows. Thank you very much. All good, mate. All good, mate. Number 9. Which artist made his name with paintings of soup cans and Coca-Cola bottles? Was it Andy Warhol, Bright B. Jones, Reuben Wallace, or J.M.W. Turner? I hope the Facebook video is still a-okay. Do you have the chat up? I guess you're just quiet at the moment. Number 10. What nationality was the painter Goya? Was he Turkish, or he or she? Turkish, Italian, French, or Spanish? What nationality was the painter Goya? Turkish, Italian, French, or Spanish? Wow, that was probably one of my longest rounds I think I've ever had. Milk Caravan says yes, all good. Great. Alright, Facebook chat is still working and it's updating. Fortunately, it's not updating over here on the restream chat. Then you got Twitch still linked. YouTube stopped. Facebook is now on its own too. That is a shame. Restream chat. I guess I no longer need you. I guess the point of me doing this. Oh dear. Oh well. Yeah, no good video, right? Alright guys, so that is the end of round 2. Once again, question repeats will be popping right up for about 45 seconds for each. It'll be 1 to 5 and then 6 to 10. If you've got your answers already done and sorted, this is where you'll be submitting them through to me either through Facebook Messenger or use the online form submission. Remember to choose round 2 when submitting these particular answers, so that way I know which answers you're submitting for. Again, question repeats coming right up, and then we're going to go into a break. There will be a little bonus question as well. Put your answer to the bonus question in the comments, and if you are correct, you'll get a bonus point for your team as well. And feel free to also, after you put the answer in the comments, mention what team you are a part of. Because I know some of your team names are amazing, I mean, brilliant, but they do not have any association with your actual names on here. So, if you're putting a comment in for the bonus, put your team name afterwards so I know who to give a point to if you are correct. Now, without further ado, here come the question repeats, guys. And then we're going into a break. Remember, there'll be a question in the break if you want to go for that bonus point. Otherwise, enjoy your break, and we'll be back soon.
I should have kissed you. Your hair was longer. I pulled see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child, walking like Jesus when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' pool. The water's freezing, it was September. I think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back. Now you're coming back. You want that glimmer, I should have told you that. Now more than ever, the broken pieces fit. Scars and confetti, sawmill and Pontiac clips. I kept Valhalla, but I still want everything. I'll be your sweater, you be my wedding wall. Fighting like Gandhi, when all the lines are down. You dream of flying along the Zuiderzee. The sky was yellow, I still remember. Think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back home. Now you're coming back. I think I know you. We were here before the start of the storm. It's all around us, now we're coming back.
Hello ladies and gents, welcome back. That's right, we are back from round two's break. Again, thank you for your patience and apologies for the mess around with the video and the comment mix around too, but welcome. I see Juju joined over in the Facebook chat. Mate, how are ya? It's a long time since I've seen you, mate. Hisashi Booty. We're doing some trivia if you feel like playing along. It's just a little bit of fun to kill some time. Feel free to join in at any point. That's what we're here for. And thank you to those who threw in your answers to the bonus question during the break. That's right. Now, I will read out the answer to that, and then I will let the teams know who got it correct. So, the answer was, optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Now, with that, we had New Music Inferno getting it, we had Karen Graham, we had Robert, and we had Brianna Baxter as well. So you guys are all getting bonus points added to your teams, which is great. And I'm just going to make sure that they're added accordingly. Perfect. Fantastic. Alright, just put them down in my phone so that way I have them noted down. Kelly Briggs, good to see you. Welcome. We're doing some trivia. About to go through the answers to round 2's art-themed trivia, and then we're going to go into our next round of trivia, so feel free to hang around and check out how it's done, and if you want to chime in and play, by all means, join in. But for now, let's go through the answers to round 2's questions. And the multiple choice was, what is Pablo Picasso's daughter's name? That's right, Pablo Picasso has a daughter and her name was Paloma. It was C, Paloma. So Paloma was what we're looking for number 1. I believe Rock Ultra was giving a hint for this. Something about Stacy and someone or other in regards to your hints. I'm not sure what you meant in regards to that hint, but if you want to chime in as to why you gave that hint now, you can let us know. Anyway, number 2, which artist created the famous painting The Starry Night? Out of these 4, was it Van Gogh, Da Vinci, Rembrandt, or Georgia O'Keeffe? It would be Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh was the artist that created The Starry Night. Having a meat pie for a snack, Karen Graham says, that sounds like a great snack, and I miss meat pies. I miss Aussie meat pies, sausage rolls, Baker's Delight, Vegemite, Kraft cheddar cheese. There's so many Aussie things. Shapes. Like, I don't mean just like triangles and stuff. I mean the actual biscuit snack shapes. For those who are like, you're missing shapes? We have shapes in America as well, Jeremy. There's rectangles behind you. Duh. No, not those physical shapes. I meant the biscuit shapes. We call them Arnott shapes, and they're different flavors, and they taste great, and they're fun. And I think my favorite was chicken crimpy. And yeah, there you go. That's what I miss. I'm just randomly missing things. Mum says, come home. We miss you. I miss you too, and I do miss home. But I'm having fun and doing stuff over here. Trying to make a life over here in LA, California. That's what we're here for, guys, right? Make it a living, make it a life. Number 3, why did Georgia O'Keeffe say flowers were better than models? Well, the answer is they didn't move. Flowers didn't move, models moved. I put the rest of those joke answers in there, so I hope you appreciated those. And if you unfortunately had a guess at one of those, I'm sorry, but it was fun. Number 4, English artist Andy Brown. Robert Armour says, I'm guessing to the shapes comment. Yes, the shapes are delicious. Delicious. English artist Andy Brown created a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II using what? Was it tea bags, bubblegum, fish bones, or socks? It was tea bags. They used tea bags to create a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. That's crazy. You look at all those things, you kind of have to wonder how does that work. But I guess where there's a will, there's a way, right? And that's what they did. So tea bags was the answer. Number 5, Arthur James Franco once sold a sculpture made of what? Was it cigarette butts, Lego bricks, dryer lint, or air? Believe it or not, it was air. And I believe it was something like, he sold it for like $10,000 or in the $10,000+ mark. He sold a sculpture made of air. Like, think about that. Somebody paid $10,000 plus for something made of air. That is crazy. Guys, maybe I'll just, on the side of this trivia hosting business, I'm going to make sculptures of air and sell them online. Maybe those will be the prizes. You guys will get a sculpture of air. I will send it to you via post. You can open the envelope and squeeze the envelope and poof, that is your sculpture. You're welcome, right? It's worth $10,000 apparently, so you guys better be welcome. Dang, a sculpture made of air. Seriously, James Franco, that's crazy. Number 6, who painted the Scream? The artist who painted the Scream was Edvard Munch. It was C, Edvard Munch. Robert Armour says, all of it sounds delicious right now. I agree, but I even said Vegemite. Are you a fan of Vegemite? Because you would maybe be one of the very first Americans that likes Vegemite, Robert. So that would be pretty cool. There you go, fellow Aussies. Fan of meat pie, sausage rolls, Baker's Delight, and apparently Vegemite. And that rhymed. Didn't even mean it to. That's wicked. They have Vegemite shapes in the shape of Australia. Yes, I had them last time I was there, Karen, and they were great. I did stock up on those. They were great. I loved them. But yes, Edvard Munch for number 6. Number 7, what quality is associated with peaches in Chinese art? Is it wealth, illness, fertility, or immortality? It is immortality. That's right. So next time you're eating a peach, you can think that you are immortal. Don't go out and try and like do something that you could apparently like, I don't know, die from. But you could at least have it mentally in your head, that in your mind that you are immortal, so you can feel invincible. So use that and move forward with whatever your daily task is or weekly task is, but just don't actually try and test the theory by, I don't know, running in front of traffic or something like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's the mental feeling of immortality, alright? That's what's going with. That's what we're going with. I don't encourage anything in regards to thinking you're immortal. Don't be silly. Do not be silly. But yeah, peaches. Apparently, apart from tasting great, they make you feel immortal. I don't know about that. Didn't the Presidents of the United States of America, the band, have a song called Peaches? They did. Great band. Great song. And Robert says, yeah, it's not bad, and I'm also Canadian. Oh, that's true. That's right. You are Canadian living in America. That's a good point. You are Canadian living over here in America. Number 8. The marble slab that eventually became Michelangelo's David was originally intended as a statue of what famous character? Well, this famous character would be Hercules. That's right. It was going to be originally a statue of Hercules until they changed it and it became Michelangelo's David. So there you go. David, the next time you see the statue of David, you can look up and be like, you were almost Hercules, buddy. You were almost Hercules. Which, I mean, that's still pretty cool. Hercules is awesome. So, I mean, it's a compliment. Number 9, which artist made his name with paintings of soup cans and Coca-Cola bottles? So that would be A for Andy Warhol. A for Andy Warhol. So there you go. Number 9 there. And number 10, what nationality was the painter Goya? Well, painter Goya was Spanish. Spanish. So D is the correct answer for number 10. So hopefully you guys did great and got quite the answer numbers correct for all of those. Fingers crossed you did. And let's move on now to round 3's trivia. That's right, we're going to go into round 3 now. Hope that I don't mute myself with the mic. Great, I'm getting skilled at this. You think I've done this for a while, right guys? Now the arts. Oh yes, art form, style, and artist. I was trying to think what this picture round was about. And I know I have to move slightly to the right in a sec. But yes, because there's going to be pictures that appear roughly where my face is right now. And there's going to be a question that pops down underneath in the normal question section. And it's going to be in relation to an art form or style or artist. And I'll also expand on it a little bit just to make sure you guys know what's going on. Alright, so what I'm going to do is slide over. I guess I'm going to stand up now. Oh, I didn't get to top up my sake in the break. I should have done that. I was too busy trying to fix what was going on with the trivia connection and stuff. That's okay. Alright, so number 1's going to look a little bit like this. Boom. Now based on that image, I want you to name the art form. Name the art form. Based on those 3 images in the one. That's right, not just 1 image, it's 3 in 1. I'm being generous, starting off with a 3 in 1 image. Name the art form based on these 3 images here. Name the art form for me. What do you think? What do you think it is? What could it be? It's in the art form, style, the art type, the art form or style. That's what we're looking for here. It's 3 different images, so together they would be included in what? You get me? You get me. Of course you get me. Alright, number 2 now. Change it up a little bit. Name the artist. Name the artist. This guy here, look at the beard, man. I wish we could grow a beard that long. All like fantasy like dwarves and stuff in like Lord of the Rings, they've just got these epic beards. I'd like tried to let my beard go for like, I don't know, 4 to 5 months, and I got like thick, but I didn't get long. I just got thick. And it just like occasionally I'd get like a random hair that would just want to charge ahead of everybody else. It would just like shoot out above the rest, but never to the extent of like Gimli from Lord of the Rings or any sort of World of Warcraft, any sort of games where you've just seen dwarves that have just got epic beards. So I'd love to just have one for a while, but the process of growing one is probably going to take my entire life, and I don't want to put that much effort into that. I want a quick fix. Fake beards also work. Brad Williams, stunt double. I actually met him at an audition. He's a comedian. Seems like a nice guy. Don't know if I could be his stunt double. I mean, he's a comedian. I don't think he does acting stuff. He's definitely a funny guy. Maybe he could be my stunt double. Yeah? Yeah? Yes, so are you. Oh, well, thank you. I guess I'm a funny man too. I don't do stand-up comedy though. He does stand-up comedy, so he's got a bit of a leg up on me on that. Good on him. Stand-up comedy seems to be quite... I mean, it's a great area. So much fun, I imagine. I just haven't done much to it. I like hosting. Alright, number 3. This one right here. Name the artist type based on the image. Name the artist type based on the image. I can't even do this without laughing. Because this one I just had to include because I just thought it would be amusing for a picture round. Right? You guys should get this. Yep, Newman's is already laughing. Great. That's what the response I wanted. I just wanted some laughter and people to appreciate this. That's great. Hopefully you all get this. For those who don't, hopefully you understand it when we do go through the answers. Yes, name the artist type. Number 3 here. Picture round. Fun round. Pictures. Number 4, and unfortunately there would have been someone in this stream, but I don't think he's actually watching right now, but has in the previous weeks, would definitely know the answer to this one. And maybe that's a hint for those who have been regulars and maybe heard someone, mention someone that, they want something in regards to that someone. Can't say what because I'm giving a giveaway. But yes, name this artist. I believe there's someone else in this stream that can get in touch with a particular person who knows the answer to this question. It could be like, you're missing out on a question about something or someone that they know. New music and photos. Be careful with your hints, buddy. I understand joke answers, but just be careful with your hints there. Over in the Twitch chat. I think it's okay. It's okay. Number 5. Name this artist. This one. Who's this? Grabbing my water bottle because I forgot to stock up. Well, that's true. Not at the moment. New music in front of it. There could be anyone that comes in at any point. Question 3 and 4 are brothers, says Karen. See? Joke answers. I love it. I love it. Question 3 and 4 are brothers. That's brilliant. There's number 5. Is this one here? Name the artist for this guy. And then number 6. Name the art style. Name the art style. What art style is this? Music Inferno is trying to think of what the previous one was. It's on the tip of his tongue. Hopefully you get it, mate. It's a tricky one. I know as soon as we go through the answers, you'll be like, oh, of course. Of course that's who it is. But this one here, name the art style. Look at the art style for this here. So changing it up, not just the artists. Keeping it in the theme of the arts. Name the art style, number 6. Then we have number 7. Name the artist. That's right, name the artist. Could be a tricky one. I actually had to remove the artist's name from this image. It was actually at the top in the middle there. Took it out for this image. You may know who it is. I know it's a little bit small, maybe on the screens, it's a little bit tricky, but that's the point. Otherwise it would be too obvious. I know some of them are obvious, but I can't do all my questions obvious, guys. Gotta make it work a little bit for your answers, eh? Eh? Name the artist. 7. You know, let's bring my chair over here. So I can't use my chair. While I'm on this side, but now I'm a little bit high. Maybe that's why I wasn't using it. I think this is the round that I'm meant to use the ball. That's alright. Maybe I'll go and grab the ball now. Number 8. Name the art style. The chair can stay here. Name the art style, guys. While I quickly run off screen, grab my little exercise ball, sit on that, and have little eyes just popping up and floating. Oh, now I've got to get the rolling part right. Great. Name the art style. Now I'm going to have to stand up anyway. I could just tilt the camera. Maybe that's right. I'll tilt you a little bit. That works. I can sit. Well, it's still not that right. It seems to be wanting to pop up. Name the art style for number 8 here. Now you know what? Forget the ball. Let's just stand up. Let's just stand, Jay. It's all good. Number 8. Number 9 now is this one. Name the art form. The art form. That's right. This one here. Another 3 image combination. So look at the 3 images, figure out what all 3 of them are, and then think of how they're related. In what art form. Rona, over on the Facebook chat, welcome. Long time no see, such a beauty. Do some trivia if you feel like playing along. Risa usually performs actually during these trivia nights, but she's moved it to Fridays now, so she won't be performing, well, Saturdays when I do it for you guys over in Japan. But she won't be performing tonight, but the next time we do this, she'll be performing, so you can tune back, check out her singing, as well as play some trivia if you like. But I hope you're doing well, Rona. It's good to see you. Name the art form for number 9. So these 3 images together, they make up, or they're involved in some particular art form. Tell me what that art form is. Number 9. And then number 10. Music Inferno says Jeremy just needs to perform. I am performing. I'm performing trivia. That's my performance for you all. The bonus will then be when I eventually end up rapping with Marissa for something. Number 10. Name this artist. So, maybe they painted this, or maybe it's the person in the actual picture. No, it is. Actually, it's a portrait of the person. So, the artist is the actual picture. So, name the artist, number 10. I seem to have got through that round okay. No issues. Great! Restream back on track. Fortunately, the chat integration isn't working. There's a cut out for some reason. I'll have to look into that. Find out why that happens. Because if that didn't happen, everything else would have still been smooth sailing. No issues, eh? That's all good. Alright, so name the artist. That is the end of round 3, ladies and gentlemen. So, with that in mind, question repeats are going to happen once again, which means pictures will pop up 1 to 5 and then 6 to 10, just in case you need them. Now, unfortunately, I haven't been able to include the text part of that, so hopefully you remember what it was asking for the particular picture question itself. I know a lot of them were a little bit different, but it was either art form, the style, or the artist's name itself, alright? So keep that in mind when you're just double checking your stuff. Otherwise, feel free to send through your answers to the questions using the online form or the Facebook Messenger option. And then you guys are going to have another break, and we'll have one more little bonus question in the break for you, which is very exciting. One more chance to get that extra bonus point for getting that correct. Remember, you need to write the answer in the comments before we come back from the break, alright? So let's get the question repeats up. And yeah, guys, enjoy your break. We'll be back soon with round 3's answers and the answer to the bonus question. See you soon.
closer. I should have kissed you then. Your hair was longer. I pulled away from it. Moved to the city. Over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors. I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child, walking like Jesus, closer. I should have kissed you then. Your hair was longer. I pulled away from it. Moved to the city. Over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors. I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child. Walking like Jesus when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' pool. The water's freezing, it was September. I think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back. Now you're coming back. You want that glimmer, I should have told you then. Now more than ever, the broken pieces fit. Scars and confetti, sawmill and Pontiac clips. I kept Valhalla, but I still want everything. I'll be your sweater, you be my wailing wall. Fighting like Gandhi, when all the lines are down. You dream of flying along the Zuiderzee. The sky was yellow, I still remember. Think I know.
Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome back. Whoop. No, not that one. That is this mic. Yeah, that's right. I was told that maybe it has dropped out again. I really hope it didn't do that. Restream. Come on, man. Do you have stream restrictions or something going on? No, Karen Graham, your comment just came in and that updated, so I'm guessing that's still coming through A-OK. Maybe it was all on something on someone else's end, so everything's A-OK with everything here. Alright, says you got me. Good, because you were the one that brought it up, so I'm glad that it's okay now. Maybe it was just a technical error on your end. That's totally A-OK. Good work on getting your answer in, Karen Graham, just before we got back as well. Nice work there. And the answer, too. That's right. The break question was, there are two great days in a person's life. The day we are born and the day we discover why. So if you wrote that, you got yourself a point. I believe New Music Inferno, we had Team Monet, Escapees from the Louvier, and Smarty Addy Party Pants. Sorry, and Honey Bear. Smarty Addy Party Pants is New Music Inferno, so you're not getting 2 points. I just read your team name as well as you. And yes, Honey Bear was the other team. So well done, guys. I've added extra those points as well to your scores as well. So we'll be going through. And Julia Retellic says, it's all good from here. Karen said I had to reload you from Chromecast on your Facebook page. I think it seems everything okay, because your chat's still coming through, which is great. So, let's go through the answers to round 3's questions. So, round 3, let's bring them all up. It was a picture round. It was all about different like art styles and art forms and artists and stuff. So let's go right through it and see how you guys all did. That's right. So question number 1 was this one here. Name the art form. Now, if you had a look, you would see that there is some dancing, there's music, and there's theatre. What they have in common and what they're involved in is the performing arts. Performing arts is what this is. For music and dancing and theatre, it's all about performing. So, performing arts is what I was looking for number 1. Number 2, name this artist with the amazing beard. That's right, the artist with the amazing beard is Claude Monet. Claude Monet. That's right, I think someone said Team Monet, actually. We have a Team Monet in here. Did you get, is that why you had Team Monet? Because you're a Claude Monet fan? Because that would be really cool if that was the actual case, or just coincidence. I don't even know, but there you go. Claude Monet for, Monet for number 2. I keep saying it wrong. Number 3, name the artist type with this one here. We have a bull at the top, and we have a piece of poo at the bottom. If you put them together, it would be a bullshit artist. That's right, a bullshit artist. That's what we're looking for number 3. I wanted to do this as soon as I came up with this idea for the theme. I was like, I have to include this somehow. I had to include this somehow. Ah, Team Monet chimes in! And she says that she got the previous one about Claude Monet wrong. Well, that's a shame. I mean, that's okay. You still had Team Monet in there, but you got it wrong. Now you know who it is. So, for future reference, you know. Because we made a reference to it, so that's great. But number 3, we had Bullshit Artist, is what we're looking for here. So, number 3. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little cookie one in there, which was great. Number 4. Ooh, you know what? I'll allow that. From New Music Inferno, just be mindful, because I do sometimes not always permit swearing, but I do believe that you did change one of the letters, so that's okay, it's appropriate, I'll leave it in there, mate. But yes, name the artist for number 4. My brother, if he was streaming, would have got this 110%. Of course, he probably would have had an even better picture of this person, because this is Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, apparently, according to Karen Graham, the brother of the previous question, the bullshit artist. According to Karen Graham, throwing in a joint answer in there, and now New Music Inferno was saying, baby, baby, oh baby, baby. Yes, that would be in relation to one of his songs. Number 5, this person here. Now, I wonder if New Music Inferno ended up figuring it out. It is indeed Quentin Tarantino. It's Tarantino, the amazing director. That's right, that's amazing, amazing films. But yes, the artist, bringing some art form to life in the art of film. That's right. Number 6, name this art style. Looks like that they're drawing with something. Oh, because that's the art style. Drawing. Number 6, they are drawing with a pencil. So number 6, drawing. Number 7, name the artist here. I took the name away, just left the image for you. If you could figure out who this was, well done. But it was actually ABBA. ABBA is what we're looking at. New Music Inferno said shading for number 6 in regards to drawing. Now, that's a little bit more specific in regards to shading, but it's not really an art form. It's more of a technique, what you're mentioning in regards to shading, not actually drawing. Shading is a technique of drawing, because you are shading something, I believe. Karen Graham said sketching. I guess sketching does fall under drawing, because you would be sketching, you're drawing something. I'll accept sketching, because that is pretty much the same as drawing. So drawing or sketching, but shading, I feel, is a little bit too particular. It's a form of technically sketching or drawing, because it's a particular thing. You can't do an entire picture draw an entire picture just by shading. You can sketch an entire picture. You can draw an entire picture. So I'm going to accept drawing and sketching, but unfortunately not shading. Sorry, buddy. But there we go. Sketching and can be acceptable for number 6 or drawing. But number 7 is ABBA. ABBA is the artist for number 7. Number 8, this one here, named the art style. Now, if you had a look a bit around the borders, not necessarily maybe what was in the hand, if that was too tricky, but if you looked around the edges of the actual picture there, you will see some paintbrushes. Paintbrushes. Painting. That's what we're looking for. Painting is the art style here. Painting. Alright, so number 8, painting. Number 9, for this one here, name the art form. Now, this one may be a bit of a tricky one. It's got someone that looks like cooking up the top, and then we've got chocolate in the bottom picture, and then it looks like a whole bunch of grapes being squashed, so like winemaking. Now, these all form together under the culinary arts. The culinary arts is what I was looking for here. The art form, they're all part of the culinary arts. Cooking, chocolate making, wine making. It's all in the culinary arts form. So that's what we were looking for number 9. A little bit of a trickier one here in regards to the arts. And number 10. Brad Baxter says, I feel like I made this round way harder on myself than I needed it to. Well, sometimes it's like that, overthinking particular rounds, whereas sometimes it's just very simple and straightforward. But then again, not always. I do throw curveballs in there sometimes, but I do understand. I said culinary. Yeah, that's fine. Music Inferno, that is correct. The culinary arts, so the culinary, that's exactly what I was looking for number 9. So you are correct there, sir. And number 10, name the artist here. This is Emily Dickinson. She's the poet. There's a poet. That's right, Emily Dickinson, the poet. This is a portrait of Emily Dickinson. So a little bit of an older portrait, going back a little bit for this one. So there we go, guys. Those were all the answers to round number 3. And now the pictures are gone, I can come back to the center. Welcome back, Jeremy. Good to see ya. And you know what? In that break, I was able to stock up on my sake, which was in the fridge, which means it's nice and cold, which is great, because this sake can be enjoyed cold, room temperature, or hot. And I'm definitely not going to have a hot right now because, well, it's hot enough already as it is here in California right now. Alrighty, ladies and gents, it now means that we are moving into round 4, the confidence round, the final round of the trivia for this particular session. That's right, we have 4 rounds of trivia, so we are in the final round. This round is called the confidence round. Confidence round, it pretty much means how confident you are in regards to the answers that you give to these questions. The reason being, it's going to be 10 random questions. You're ranking your answers 10 to 1. 10 being the highest and most confident number, to 1 being the lowest and least confident number. Karen Graham, did you get that cup from Kuma? No, I didn't, actually. I got it in Japan, I believe. I think me and Risa got... there was one of her like this with a cat, and then I got one with a bear. But because she loves cats, and she calls me Bear, that's why we got this. So it's kind of like a joint one. She's got one with a cat on it instead. But no, but it was actually in Japan, so, like, where Kuma is... Ironically, and Kuma means bear in Japanese, for those who didn't know. But no, I didn't actually get it from there. But yeah, you should let Paul know that cup exists, and it's a pretty cool cup. And it's smallish, hence, you know, Japan do like their small cups and everything else. So yes, what was I? So ranking your answers 10 to 1. 10 being the highest and most confident, 1 being the lowest and least confident. Now, you're going to use each ranking number once. So, what I mean is, say for answer number 3, you're super confident that that is the correct answer. And you're like, bam, that's right. I'm going to put 10 next to that because I'm super confident. If it is correct, boom, 10 points just for that answer right there. Now, that is why you can't use each rank number more than once, because otherwise you'd just be like, I'm just going to put 10 next to everything. And no, that's not how it works. Hence why you need to use your confidence in regards to which answers you want to put the higher numbers next to. And then using the remaining lower numbers to answers you aren't so sure about. Hence the theme, confidence round. And that's what we're going with here, alright? So points are based given on the correct answers, and your rank numbers are the amount of points you get for the correct answers, alright? You don't lose points again, so we don't ever deduct points here, unless I find that you're cheating. That's the only way I'd do it. But otherwise, we don't deduct points. So even if you get an answer incorrect and you put, say, like a 7 next to it, you're going to lose it. You just don't get those 7 points added, okay? That's how it works. Same as usual. Don't put answers in the comments. Joke answers are okay, but don't put answers in the comments. Use a pen and paper note-taking app device to keep track of your answers and then send them to me at the end of each round. Now, it is the confidence round, which means they are random questions. They are themed to the art still, so it's a little not as random. Not as random. It's not like you're going to get, like, I don't know, geography and a whole bunch of other crazy random stuff, but it's all going to be arts related. So, without further ado, ladies and gents, let's get right into it. Question number 1 is this. Who painted the Sistine Chapel's ceiling? Who painted the Sistine Chapel's ceiling? Karen says, Kuma, watch out for Paul. I know, he'll come in and steal my mug. My cool mug. Hopefully at least I'll finish my sake before he steals it. Ah, that's good sake. Didn't even know it was sitting in the fridge, actually. It's hiding, like, behind a whole bunch of other random bottles. And because sake bottles are usually so small, they just, like, it literally was next to all the other sauce bottles, so it just blended in as another small bottle. And we have a lot of different sauces here. But yes, who painted the Sistine Chapel ceiling? Again, thanks to those who have stayed in. Apologies it's gone a little bit longer than usual. Those technical difficulties and the cutouts and all the rest of it, we are using, well, I am using a new multi-streaming software. Application, process, whatever you want to call it. Restream, so I'm getting used to it. And it seems to want to cut out once or twice in the stream, which messes with the chat lingo and the integration. So I'll find out how to fix that, hopefully for next time. But now that I know to keep a backup of the screen, so I can just quickly whip up the chat windows in case I need them if the first one fails. But again, learning curve, guys. We're learning together. You're with me, learning through all this. And I appreciate it. You guys are mad. You guys are awesome. And by mad, I mean awesome. That's like an Aussie term of saying, you guys are mad. You guys are super cool. Not mad crazy. I mean, you might be that too. Maybe we're all mad here, right? Alice in Wonderland. We're all mad here. But no, I meant mad as in awesome. You guys are great. And I'm glad you're here. Number 2, in 1472, that's right, a little while ago, Leonardo da Vinci became a member of which Florentine guild? In 1472, Leonardo da Vinci became a member of which Florentine guild? Number 2. What do we think? In 1472, that is a long time ago. So long. There was guilds back then. Florentine guilds, apparently. And Leonardo da Vinci was a member of one. You need to tell me which one. Yep. That's what it is. Change the colours in the background too. Got some blue and white going on. I wonder what green and white looks like. Ooh, well, that's quite bright. I'll take the white off and just do green. Yeah, it just matches my shirt. And my eyes. I have green eyes, or hazel coloured eyes. Very unique. Not as common. Anyone else have hazel eyes, actually? Anyone watching? Let me know what your eye colours are. Let's see what kind of eye-coloured people we have. Eye-coloured people? Everyone's eyes have colours. That sounded weird. What colour of eyes the people are in this audience is, I guess, what I'm trying to ask. Jeez, that was horrible, Trevor. You just form your words. Form your words. See, it's not a trivia question, so I'm just fumbling. Number 3, which film starring Anthony Hopkins won the 1991 Academy Award for Best Picture? And then tell me your eye colour. There you go. Just tell me your eye colour. That's all I needed to know. New Music Inferno, we have a brown. We have a check for brown. Alright, so 1 on brown. 1 on hazel, which is me. Let's see how we do with the rest of you. If you want to chime in with your eye colours, we have chocolate. You have chocolate-coloured eyes. Interesting. So I have to put a separate category, not just brown, but chocolate now. But wait, there's different types of chocolate, Karen Graham. So which kind of chocolate eyes do you have? Is it milk chocolate? Is it dark chocolate? Is it white chocolate? Is it like peppermint chocolate, which could be a variety of colours? And that's true. People do have like different multicoloured eyes. My half-brother, for example, has a half blue and brown eye. One of his eyes are half blue and brown. I reckon that's wicked. Caramel macchiato. Are we just saying our favourite coffees now? Like, we got mocha and we got caramel macchiato. I refuse to say brown. That's like, so instead of saying brown, you're saying well, I guess that's like me saying instead of saying green, I'm like hazel. Because I'm all fancy. My eyes are fancy. They're not green. They're hazel. That's right. It's a fancy green. So caramel macchiato is the really cool, fancy, and I guess coffee expressing, and a nice coffee expression, flavoured and way of saying brown. Awesome. I like it. Caramel macchiato. You know what? I like that. Well done, Brianna. I appreciate that. That is a very cool way of describing your eye colour. And chocolate is also cool as well, Karen Graham. I like that. John, New Music Inferno, moving forward, you can either feel free to use Karen or Brianna's description of your eye colour. You can say a caramel macchiato or chocolate. That's right. You got fancy eyes now. You've been upgraded. With the help of trivia at home and our lovely guests, we have upgraded your eye colour to a fancier name. That's what we do here. We reward our guests. Alright, let's move on with the questions, Jeremy. Come on. Whose book, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, was made into the film starring Judy Garland? That's right. Whose book? Everyone should know The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. The film and Judy Garland. But whose book was it? Tell me the author of the book. That's right. Oh, my headphone cords are banging against the thing. Oh, that's good sake. So good. So whose book, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, was made into the film starring Judy Garland? That's right. Very popular film, very well known, but the book... Who wrote the book for it? I actually had no idea it was a book until I came across this question. Maybe I was taught or told earlier, but I completely forgot. I'd associated the film with it. I didn't even realize it was a book. So, there's me. That's me right there. Number 5. Beethoven, Dvorak, and Vaughan Williams all wrote the same number of symphonies. How many did they each write? So this may seem like a bit of an overwhelming question because you're like, oh, Beethoven and Dvorak and Vaughan Williams, I mean, I only know maybe 1 or 2 of them. I don't know in regards to like what the other one may have wrote. Read the question. They wrote the same number of symphonies. So all you need to know is just know how many one of them wrote. Just one of them. The other 2 are going to match you. So you just need one of them. Don't get overwhelmed with the actual question. And think, oh dang, I have to think of all these different names and try and remember how many each of them wrote. It's the same. So you just need one of them. Narrow it down. Work smart, not hard, ladies and gentlemen. Work smart, not hard. Goes for trivia too. So there you go. Another hint. Courtesy of yours truly. How many symphonies did they each write? So you're not adding it up. Just each. How many symphonies each? It's the same number. Alright. Number 6 now. Which writer of children's books also wrote Tales of the Unexpected for television and the screenplay for the film You Only Live Twice? Which writer of children's books also wrote Tales of the Unexpected for television and the screenplay for the film You Only Live Twice? Felt like I was about to hiccup during that, so I was kind of like preparing myself to get ready to hiccup, so I was kind of like ushering myself to do the motion of it, and then it just disappeared as I got to the end of the question. But I was preparing for it to come out because I felt it like coming up my chest, and I was like, yep, it's coming. It's going to come up now. It's going to come. No, not yet. Not yet. Okay, just wants to disappear. It's just teasing me. Hiccup's not going to happen. That's fine. So I guess the eye colour, only 3 of you chimed in and you all have brown, chocolate, caramel, macchiato. I was going to say flavoured. That sounds weird. Flavoured eyes? Coloured eyes. I do believe my mother's eyes are brown, so I can answer for her. They're brown. Who else is playing? I can't tell from your photo, or your photos, anyone else who's in here. I'm trying to look up, but then again, it's a really, really tiny photo, so it would be really hard for me to try and make out the eye colour of people in here. But who else have we got? We got Rob, we got Rona, we got a few others in there. But again, I can't tell from your photo, Rob, what eye colour you have. That's okay. Alright, number 7 now is a something theatre is known for the stylization of its drama and for the elaborate kumadori, which is makeup, worn by some of its performers. That's right, it's a type of theatre. Something theatre is known for the stylization of its drama and for the elaborate kumadori makeup worn by some of its performers. Robert is a blue-eyed man. Welcome. We have a team blue. Look at that. So we have a brown. We have several brown, actually. We have several caramel macchiato / chocolates. And we have one hazel. And we have one blue. Alright, cool. Maybe I should start keeping, like, data of my players and their eye colours. And after, like, 3 months, I'll be like, this many people with this eye colour love trivia. Although this many people of this eye colour don't seem to like it as much. Based on my hypotheses of studying those who have played my trivia over the past 3 months, blah blah blah, my conclusion is caramel macchiato eye-coloured people love my trivia, with a side order of hazel and blue-eyed people. Does that make sense? There you go, there's my study, my scientific study. Love it. Alright. Almost near the end, guys. I know. Almost near the end. What famous book begins with chug, 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 puff, puff, puff? It sounds like... well, I can't give away an answer, but it does sound like something completely different now that I'm reading it out loud. I saw this originally with the answer, and I was like, yep, makes sense. And now that I'm reading it, I'm like, this actually sounds like something completely different in regards to, I guess, adults. Greta Baxter says, for the win. That's right, caramel macchiato for the win. Also a delicious coffee. I do agree. The Alcoholic's Guide to 420. New Music in Photo comes away with a brilliant joke, comment, reference in regards to a question. Thank you, sir. That is amazing. The Alcoholic's Guide to 420. That, and you know, I'm almost willing to give you a point for the answer. That is amazing. Guys, is that worthy of just like 1 point? We don't have to give him what he ranks, like the actual answer, because now that he knows that I'm offering to give him a point, so he's going to be like, I'm going to put 10 there. No. But does that warrant a bonus point for a book called The Alcoholic's Guide to 420? I'm going to leave it to you guys in the comments, because you guys have been supportive of joke answers in the past, so if you want to reward him with a point for that joke answer, let me know in the comments, because I think it warrants it. That is amazing. I chuckled at that one. I chuckled good. Robert saying yes. We have a 1 yes for you. Look at that. And he's not even a brown-eyed, caramel macchiato-eyed companion of yours. He's from the blue-eyed team. So it's not even, you know, not even a camaraderie with eye color. It's pure appreciation for the actual joke answer itself. And I think that's great. Go for it. Clever point, says Brianna. Nice. Caramel macchiato backing her eye-colored teammate up. And Karen Graham also says yes too. Alright, you're getting a bonus point, New Music Inferno. Well done. See, and that's the beauty of joke answers. If you throw in something that makes everybody laugh, well, makes me laugh first because I've got to read it to everyone afterwards if you're not all on the same platform, then you get a point for it. So again, I'm totally down and looking for creative, witty joke answers. Ah, that is amazing. That was amazing. You said it was easy. Ah, well, don't get too cocky now, Mr. Music Inferno. Pressure might get on you, sir. Don't let it go to your head. Alright, number 9. What band does previous The Voice coach Adam Levine front? So what band does previous The Voice coach Adam Levine front? Oh, that's good sake. It is making me miss Japan hard. I used to love when, like, I'd be working the night shift and I would be biking home. And, of course, it was in the summer, at least the last few years were anyway. It'd be hot, and we'd stop off at some sort of izakaya or, like, all-night, late-night eating and drinking joint, and you would just have a cold sake after a solid meal, after working your butt off, and it just was amazing. And I miss that. And that's what the sake reminds me of. That's what it reminds me of. Japan and its amazingness that it is. I highly recommend when we are able to travel safely again, ladies and gentlemen, go there. By all means, go there, do it, check out the beautiful country that it is. It is amazing. Lovely, wonderful people. And just travel in general. I highly just encourage traveling. Just experiencing different cultures, seeing how different people and countries do stuff. It is amazing. It just opens up your eyes as to what you appreciate about your country and your culture and how you've grown up. And what you can appreciate about other cultures and what they do differently to you. Like, it just makes you come back and realize, like, not every culture and country is perfect. They have their flaws, but you can come back as a cultured person and just, like, take bits and pieces of things and being like, I'm a perfectly cultured person because I'm just taking the best of everything. And there you go. And that's how you become an amazing, wonderfully traveled person. Alright, now that I've done my amazing spiel there of traveling, I should work for a travel company. Maybe they do travel trivia, and I'll just be on it. Oh my god, travel trivia on an airplane. Imagine that. You're bored on the plane, just get everyone. No one can move. Everyone's stuck on the plane. But there should be compulsory trivia on a plane. Holy crap. I'm TMing that. I am claiming that as my thing. I just came up with that right now. Everyone's stuck in their seat. They're looking for something to do. Why is this not a thing? It should be it. Anyway, continuing with the trivia now. What year did Christina Aguilera, Little Kim, Maya, and Pink have a top 100 single on the year-end Billboard charts? So yes, New Music Inferno says, I know the song, but not the year. Well, I guess this is where it gets tricky. You need to guess the year, my good friend. Brianna Baxter says, I miss it so gorgeous. I remember when you came over to visit. I was there. That's right. When your brother was over there working. How is your brother? Say hi to him, by the way. Yo, Maddie. Tell him I miss him. Give him a hug for me. Hope he's doing well. And I hope you and all your family are doing well. But yes, Japan is amazingness. And Marie, welcome. Just finishing up some trivia over here. Feel free to hang around and see how it works, and you can tune in when we do this next time, which will be in 3 days' time. So it's Tuesdays and Fridays in California time, 7 p.m. And I guess for those in Osaka, it's the following day. Wednesday and Saturdays at 11 a.m. Melbourne, 12 noon. Wednesday, Saturdays. Alright, so with that in mind, ladies and gents, that means question repeat time. Brenda says, LOL, will do. Thank you. Champion. Love it. And when all this is over, I'm going to come and hang out with all you guys, because I know you guys are in Cali with us. With me, or I'm with you, because technically you guys are from here, so you were here first. That makes sense. We're going to do a catch-up and hang out. I'm going to catch up. I'm just overdue with so many. I just want to see people. Seriously, like, I get the whole restriction thing, and I'm following the rules, and I'm doing it to benefit everybody. But dang it, when this is all over, I am just going to hug everybody. Seriously, I'm going to hug strangers. I'm going to hug, like, I don't know, shopping carts, whatever. Probably not shopping carts, that's weird, and they're probably gross. But, you know, just people. I'm just going to hug people. Because people are going to be overdue for so many hugs, so I'm going to try and make it up to them. Because I'm used to hugging people, and everyone's well overdue. And I'm well overdue to delivering hugs. I'm like Santa. Every day, meant to be giving hugs. Not just one time a year for presents. I'm meant to be giving hugs to people. And also receiving them in return. Otherwise, it's just weird hugging random people and they're just looking at you funnily. Receiving hugs is also good. Alright, so, question repeats are now done. Which means, sorry, not question repeats. Questions are now done. Question repeats are about to come up. There's no bonus question for the final round, so you guys are done with that, so that is all good. Send your answers to me if you are done. Otherwise, question repeats coming right up, so you can double check them. Remember, with this particular round, now that you've got your answers, you can rank them from 10 to 1. 10 being the most confident, all the way down to 1 being the least confident. You'll be getting points based on your rank answer, okay? You're not losing any points, you're just getting points for any correct answer. So if you put an 8 next to a correct answer, you get 8 points for that particular answer, as opposed to the previous rounds, which is only 1 point per correct answer, alright? So job well done. Yeah, question repeats, and we go into a break, and then we'll come back, go through the answers. We'll then go into another break. For those with the online form option, there will be an option in the round selection to submit final score. So once we've got all the final scores, if you're using the online form, use that option in the round selection part to do submit final score, and then submit that to me after we come back from the break. And those who are doing the Facebook Messenger option, you can just send me your final score. I'll do some double checking, make sure the math is correct, and then we'll find out who wins tonight's trivia. And we congratulate, we party, we celebrate, and then we cry because we have to leave and wait another 3 days for the next one. Now it's all good. We get on with our week, and then we look forward to the next trivia, like we always do. But anyway, guys, here are the question repeats for this round, and we'll be back after the break.
closer. I should have kissed you longer. I pulled away from it, moved to the city, over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see anything. I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child, walking like Jesus when all the stores are closed. You think of drowning out in your parents' pool. The water's freezing, it was September. I think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back. Now you're coming back. You want that glimmer, I should have told you then. Now more than ever, the broken pieces fit. Scars and confetti, sawmill and Pontiac clips. I kept Valhalla, but I still want everything. I'll be your sweater, you be my wedding wall. Fighting like Gandhi, when all the lines are down. You dream of flying along the Zuiderzee. The sky was yellow, I still remember. Think I know you. I was here before the start of the storm. It's all around you, now you're coming back. Now you're coming back. I think I know you. We were here before the start of the storm. It's all around us, now we're coming back.
Whoa, there we go. Just for some reason the mic decided to mute itself and I had to go find it, then it suddenly shuffled on the list of items that are having input and output on my little OBS system here. So I had to like scroll through and find it. But yes, ladies and gents, welcome back and thank you once again for sitting through your answers for the confidence round, the final round for this particular trivia. And again, thank you so much for hanging around. I know we've gone a little bit over time, and when I say a little, I mean a lot, and I apologize, I really do. But it was just issues with the whole restream process and all the rest of it, so hopefully moving forward from this, I've learned a few things and we'll have backups in place to make sure this doesn't happen, and then we can move forward at a quicker rate, and that way I don't have to keep you here as long. But all good. So let's go through the answers to round 4's, the confidence round questions. I'm going to bring them up on my device. Wait a minute. Oh, I already had them up. For some reason, I'd scrolled past them. All good. All right. So, that's right. Clear my throat for this. Who painted the Sistine Chapel ceiling? Well, that would be Michelangelo. Michelangelo. That's right. He was the one that painted the Sistine Chapel's ceiling. So there's number 1 there. Number 2. In 1472, Leonardo da Vinci became a member of which Florentine guild? Well, the name of the guild would be the Painters Guild. The Painters Guild is what we're looking for number 2. Number 3, which film starring Anthony Hopkins? Mind you, amazing actor, and I pretty much love watching anything he is in. I will make an effort Pretty much him and Johnny Depp, any movies they are in, I will go out and see them. Just because I love them as actors. Because I just think they're phenomenal. So, yes, they are phenomenal. I hope you agree with that. If not, well, I understand everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but it's a shame that you don't see and feel the same way I do. Yeah, so number 3 is Silence of the Lambs for the film starring Anthony Hopkins, winning the 1991 Academy Award for Best Picture. Karen Graham, I put the Artists Guild for the Painters Guild. Ooh, ladies and gents, do we give the Artists Guild in regards to the Painters Guild answer as an alternative option as a correct answer? Let me know in the comments. I think it's relatively close. I think it's quite close, because I feel like she obviously knows that he's a painter. And I feel like the Artist Guild could be interesting. Ooh, and we also have another person saying that I did that as well. Well, you know what, then fine. I will also accept Artist Guild. So if any more of you put Artist Guild, you are also correct. So Artist or Painters Guild, I will accept for number 2. Number 3 is Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs, number 3. Number 4, whose book, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, was made into a film starring Judy Garland? Well, that would be L. Frank Baum, or Baum. L. Frank Baum. B-A-U-M is what we're looking for there. L. Frank Baum. You know, I just realised that I never actually put the first L name. I don't know if that's like meant to be like a lieutenant or something, or Lionel, or like, I don't even know if it's meant to be a meaning in there. I just had L. Frank Baum. So if anyone actually had the full name to L, let me know in the comments. That'd be great. And you're also going to get points anyway. But yeah, I just had L. Frank Baum. I didn't even realise that was the answer to that question. I didn't even think to chase up what the L stood for. But there we go. If you had that, that's A-OK. Number 5, Beethoven, Dvorak, and Vaughan Williams, Vaughan Williams, all wrote the same number of symphonies. How many did they each write? If you had the number 9, you would be correct. If you had any other number, you'd be incorrect. So 9. 9 is the answer that you were looking for number 5 there. Number 6. Which writer of children's books also wrote Tales of the Unexpected for television and the screenplay for the film You Only Live Twice? Well, that would be Roald Dahl. Roald Dahl. That's right, the children's book writer. Why is my voice going all strange and phlegmy? I need some water. Hang on a second. Roald Dahl is what we're looking for here for number 6. Number 7, the What Theatre is known for the stylization of its drama and for the elaborate Kumadori makeup worn by some of its performers. That's right, my voice is a lot better now. But that would be the Kabuki. The Kabuki Theatre. The Kabuki Theatre. And did you know the Kabuki Theatre actually originally started off as an all-female theatre, and then it transformed and changed, and it became an all-male theatre. I don't know why it happened. I mean, there's a whole history of it. But it originally started as all-female, and then it became all-male, and then that became the continuing trend for several hundred years. So that's kind of, there you go, a bit of fun fact about the Kabuki Theatre over in Japan there. Number 8, what famous book begins with chug, 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 puff, puff, puff? It's not John's answer, but that wasn't an amazing answer. It was actually The Little Engine That Could. Julia Vitale mentions, or my mother mentions, he probably didn't like his first name starting with L. My grandfather didn't like his first name, so signed as J. Allen, and then his surname. He never used his first name, but included the initial. That's crazy! I didn't even think of that. I just thought like it meant, it was more of like the title that you put before your name. Like not Mr. or Mrs. or Miss or any of that. But like if you were a lieutenant or a sergeant or detective or like whatever that title is before, I thought that's what the L was. So I just originally left it. I didn't think to look into it. But yeah, I guess people do have that option that if they don't like their first name, they, I guess, associate themselves with their middle name and last name and just do the initial option, which, like my mother's grandfather, so that would be my great-grandfather did. And I didn't even know that. I just learned something. There you go, guys. I learned something today, and also you guys did too. So I would be J. David. Yes, I would be J. David. Well, I'd be J. David Peter, because I have 2 middle names. Or would I be J.D. Peter? I'd be even different again, hide 2 of them, because I have 4 all up. I mean, surname included. So I have 2 middle names. I know, I'm special. I'm weird like that. To be honest, it was my decision, guys. It was my parents' decision. They gave me 2 middle names. All my brothers have 2 middle names. I don't know why we do. It was their decision, but I'm okay. But if anyone doesn't have a middle name, I have a spare, if you guys want one. But yes, I have 2 middle names. Does anyone else here have 2 middle names? Maybe they do. I have met only a few people that do. Most have one. I've even met people that don't have any. So, I've met a variety. But yes, so I'd have 2 middle names. But yes, what famous book begins with chug, 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 pop, pop, pop? It is The Little Engine That Could. The Little Engine That Could. Number 8 there. Number 9, what band is previous The Voice Coach? Adam Levine front. Well, that would be Maroon 5. Number 9 is Maroon 5. Karen Graham says yes, and there are Kabuki puppets. Yes, there are too. Sorry, I did see your comment come up, but I was in that rant about names, and I was going to get back to you. But yes, Karen Graham did write a little while ago, apologies on the delayed response, that there are Kabuki puppets as well, in regards to the previous question earlier on about Kabuki. And number 10, what year did Christina Aguilera, Little Kim, Maya, and Pink have a top 100 single on the year-end Billboard charts? Well, that would be 2001. 2001, and it was Sweet Old Lady Marmalade. That's right. Well, it was from the, I've gone blank, the musical. Lady Marmalade. Right? Lady Marmalade. That was the song. Was that the musical? I've gone blank. I can't remember if that's the actual name of the musical too. 5 was Kabuki. Oh, thank you, Piranha. Yes. Moulin Rouge. Thank you, John. Thank you, Music Photo. Moulin Rouge. Lady Marmalade was the name of the song. Moulin Rouge was the musical. Oh wait, number 5. Okay, hang on. We're getting a potential. We want to know what question repeats were. Whoops, I'm gonna go space and then number 5. Ah yes, number 5 was an actual number. It was 9. Yes, so Brianna corrected herself. It was 9. So number 5 was 9. Kabuki was the answer to a different question. So she corrected herself. Number 5 was 9. So there you go. Brianna, Mum, Brianna. Cool people, both of you. Meet each other. That's right, all of you. Become friends. Become Facebook friends. Chat. Hang out. You're trivia buds anyway, so you may as well. And New Music Phone says, too much sake. I disagree. I've still got half a bottle left, and it's a small bottle. I'm probably going to drink the rest after this, because it's actually quite delicious. So yes, now that we did 5, so I guess we're going into number 9 now. Right? Oh no, we did 9, which was the boys, Adam Levine, which was Maroon 5. And then number 10, which was, oh, we already did that already. So it was, Lady Marmalade, but it was 2001 was the year that we were looking for. It was Moulin Rouge, as John gave to me, over a New Music Inferno. Alright, so now we have all the answers to the questions, guys. So go through, tally up your points. So remember to include previous rounds as well. Hopefully you've been keeping score of all your previous rounds. Then go through and obviously tally up your score for this previous round here. Oh, Brianna Baxter says, sorry, rum and coke has an influence here. You're drinking the rum and coke. Look, she chimes in with the drink preference over there. Nice one. Rum and coke is great, although not all rum. I've had bad experiences with some rum, but Captain Morgan seems to be good. Malibu rum, not good. I'm not a fan. I've had horrible nights on that stuff. It's just evil. It's evil for some reason with me. It just doesn't mix with me. But Captain Morgan is a-okay. I like it. It's a spiced rum. It's good. So I'm okay with that kind of rum. Alright, but yeah, send through your total scores, ladies and gents. I'm going to bring up the break screen one more time just while I tally up the totals. Apologies that I don't have a live performance like Risa coming through and singing. I'll try and maybe come up with a way, because originally Risa used to do this every night, but now that we're doing some voice acting stuff, her schedule's a little bit busier now, and also because she's working and stuff as well, so now she's only doing the singing once a week. So I'll have to try and maybe come up with something that I can do in the meantime, for you guys. Maybe I'll just put some puzzles up there for some fun for you guys to do, and maybe I'll put them up instead of the break screen. But yes, be patient. Appreciate your patience for the break screen as I add up and double check all the final numbers that you guys send through. But as long as your math is all good, that makes my job much easier. So, again, break screen coming right up, and then we'll be back with the announcement of all the team scores, and you guys will see where you play. So we'll be back soon, guys.
You leaned in closer, I should have kissed you. Your hair was longer, I pulled away from it. Moved to the city, over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see anything.
Alright, ladies and gents, and we are back. I've had the scores sent through, I've checked them, and I appreciate that. You guys are awesome, so thank you so much once again for tuning in, as always, and I hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's, or today's trivia theme based on the arts, which is great, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So, let's go through the scores, going from the bottom to the top. We have it as Team Artsy Fartsy on 26 points. Congratulations and job well done. I believe you're a first-timer team here too, so welcome, and I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Then we have the Finer Things Club on 27. Good to see you guys. I appreciate that, and thank you. Then, following them, we have Pigeon and Penguin as a regular team as well. 32 points. Congratulations and well done, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Then we have I Mater on the 34, another regular team. Well done with that score. Moving on now, we have Team Monet, who came in just at the end of round 1 but got the last few questions in with a question repeat on 41. Job well done, Team Monet, and thanks for coming in and enjoying it. You did great. Followed by Smarty Arty Party Pants on 54 points. Good work, they're bumping up the scores here. But then we have in second place Team Honey Bear on 63 points. Well done, and a huge score, which also means first place goes to Escapees from the Louvier, which is on 67 points. Job well done, another regular team who have decided to come back. They had a couple of weeks off, and they are now back and coming back strong. Good work, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, and I just want to mention, sorry, I Made It was 37 points. I forgot to add something to it. Also, if you guys didn't add your bonus points to it, just add 3 points to it. All the top teams, anyway, were still in the same position, so adding 3 points to your scores would go to that anyway, so your positions still actually stay the same. So that's okay, but again, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Karen Graham does say rap. I will eventually get around to doing some sort of rap once I figure out a track and get into some a rhythm of doing something for you guys. But the trivia and actually getting all the questions and putting it into the software itself is quite a bit of a task at the moment, so I haven't had time to be able to put something aside in order to put a rap together, but I will get to it. But thank you guys so much. You guys have been amazing. Huzzah indeed, Robert. And Brianna, you are totally welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate the fact that you've tuned in. Hope you and your family are well. Say hi to them all for me. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed the trivia, feel free to drop us a tip just in the PayPal, Venmo, or Reese's PayPal option. I know she wasn't here tonight, but you can still do that as well if you like. A little bit goes a long way, and we greatly appreciate it, but it's totally up to you. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much. Love you all. You guys are amazing. I've been amazing. And we'll catch you in another 3 days' time for an anything and everything trivia. That's right. It's completely random trivia. So it's going to be something that includes everything. bits and pieces of everything. There is no actual theme. It's literally anything and everything, so it's totally randomized. You don't know what questions you're gonna get, and I thought it would be a really cool, exciting thing because we've had themes for so long. Now I'm just gonna throw any kind of question at you. And also, there's a fun little round theme as well that I've included in there as well. So, hopefully you guys look forward to that. It's in 3 days' time, so Friday for me and those in California, Saturday for those in, say, Melbourne or Osaka, Japan. But again, thank you guys. You're the best. Take care. Look after yourselves. And we'll see you again soon for the next Trivia at Home.
You leaned in closer, I should have kissed a little. Your hair was longer, I pulled away from it. Moved to the city, over the Tappan Zee Bridge. You like the colors, I can't see